Already. Alright, I'm gonna ensure you're all able to hear me. Alright, you all able to hear me, chat? I mean, I figured you would, but you overall all able to hear me? Alright. Anyway, so yo, what's good, chat? How y'all feeling today? I'm feeling blessed. Back with more of me playing GTA 5 Online with my homie Andrew. My bad for not playing Fortnite with my homie AZ because, one, I feel like I wouldn't necessarily have time because apparently my homie called and I'm like, shit, you know, I gotta join him and see what he possibly wants. And overall, yeah, when it was 8, like, I'm like, yeah, like, AZ's gotta do this thing. Plus it's like 9. Oh yeah, he's about to start his thing's about to start, so like his Bible study. So I feel like him and I are gonna play tomorrow. Cause I mentioned if it's not today, then tomorrow is reasonable. Alright, I'm gonna invite Andrew because he mentioned to me that I can invite him. He better be on because he said that he's gonna call with his homie. So I was wondering if I can invite him. And there's something I want to specifically mention as well, and I had to deal with this. I was not live when I had to deal with this. So you know how my parents are like, ooh, why do you waste food? Why do you waste toilet paper, paper towels, wipes, soap? And I'm like, geez, it's not like I'm intentionally doing it. It's because of my, well, I didn't mention to them. I'm gonna mention to my therapist though, because unfortunately I gotta see a therapist. I have to mention to them about how my stress and anxiety is specifically associated with my traumatic situation. As I specifically mentioned about that shit was in my recent live streams, possibly my last live stream, what I just specifically mentioned about that shit was in this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well was my future live stream. Obviously, shit, like over another, you know. So yeah, that's the whole point why it seems like, oh, it's wasting all that. But intentionally would mean, you know what intentionally means? Doing something on purpose and intentionally aren't exactly the same. Actually, they're not synonyms. They are the opposite of each other. Let's just say, like antonyms. Like, you know how I used to mention, oh, I used to do shit on purpose? That doesn't mean like, oh, I'm gonna intentionally do that shit. That's intentional. On purpose means you have a purpose to, but if you do it sinfully, then that's intentionally. And as I specifically mentioned about that shit, and you know, as I specifically mentioned about that shit was in my recent live streams, what I'm gonna specifically mention about that shit was in this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well with my future live streams. Obviously, chat, like over is that I'm without sins, without mistakes, and very righteous in terms of me being a virtue. Like over you know, so. Because Farhan was mentioning something and I was gonna mention it last live stream, but it's all good. Yeah, that I'm a virtue overall. Like over you know, so. And for the casino, I was gonna specifically mention last live stream, which I specifically mentioned about that shit was in my recent live streams. What I was gonna mention was in my last live stream. And yeah, what I could possibly mention about that shit was in this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well was in my future live streams. Obviously, like over oh, did you not hear what I mentioned? Hold up, Josiah. Let me go back to where I left off. So yeah, anyway. So you know how me and Farhan are gonna be dual presidents like next year 2026, like over in Nasasino, and how we're gonna make plenty of changes, especially political changes, but you know, just changes overall, like over in Nasasino. So pretty much for gambling would be 7 plus, like whether at a casino, online gambling, or a lottery ticket. And I already mentioned about plenty of that shit, you know, about 7 plus and 11 plus shit. Like I mentioned about plenty of that shit about 7 plus and 11 plus specifically. Like over in Nasasino. Like I specifically mentioned about that shit with some of my recent live streams. Um, what I just specifically mentioned about that shit was in this current live stream in terms of gambling and shit, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well about majority of that shit or all of that shit about 7 plus and 11 plus shit. Like over in like like and yeah, like what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well with some of my future live streams. Obviously, chat like over in so you know, so that's what I'm referring to, like gambling 7 plus, like over in you know, so. But yeah, I play on the PS4 at my mom's place, but PS5 at my dad's place. Potentially PS5, like for both at my own place. So hold on, let me see what Andrew mentioned. He just texted me. If he says tomorrow for GTAs, then I'm quite curious. Okay, he mentioned tomorrow. He mentioned tomorrow, chat. Yeah, him and I were gonna overall consider playing GTA, but not good. Him and I can play tomorrow. But yeah, I don't like when people in the family are pointing me out, like saying, "Oh, I waste and shit." Like, okay, can you not use the waste word? That's what I mentioned before. Oh, it shouldn't be a word, even though it is. But I just hate when people pointing me out. So they're the ones sinning. They are specifically. They're just being arrogant and accusing me. Like, okay, do you not know why I use plenty of wipes and toilet paper? Yes, because I have an issue. I have issues with my large intestines. In case you didn't necessarily know. And I'm referring that to my mom and my siblings. Not Valentina though, she knows. I explained to her. But she mentioned if you don't want to use excessive amount, which I don't want to use excessive amount intentionally, which obviously I wouldn't necessarily use it intentionally. So pretty much she mentioned to me to just use 4 for wipes and 5 for toilet paper, and I'm like, okay. Excuse me, chat. Or I mentioned to her, I'll see if I can use 3, because 3 though, that's like, why just 3 specifically? You know? Like, what if I have plenty of shit? You want me to have shit stain on my underwear? Like, jeez, like, this is just ridiculous family, you know? Ridiculous family I'm in. Just a very sinful family that I'm in. Of them specifically. Especially for toilet paper. Like, okay, I have hair on my hand. You do realize the hair collects the water. Like, do they not necessarily know? That's why people use a towel on their head. If they have a bald head, then they wouldn't necessarily as much because it will dry up immediately. If you have hair, it will moisturize. Like, jeez, like, well, I use a towel to, I pretty much use a towel to pretty much, obviously to clean myself, because if I had to use a small towel, I would be so pissed. I was pissed at one time. I'm like, are you fucking, like, I feel like being poor is a sin as well. Like, I'm not gonna be poor. That's why I'm focusing on being rich for the good. To be generous, though, to help others. But to be rich for a reason, so that my kids can be like, wow, I'm grateful that we have plenty of toilet paper and wipes. And I'll mention to them, hey, just don't use plenty, but if you do, there's a whole point of me using it. Use my money for it. Because it's for them, not for myself, you know? And if you're saying that, like, I'm wasting wipes because you want to use it for yourself, then that's just greedy shit, you know? The Lord God of my Jesus Christ knows, and He will judge. Watch. Motherfucker! And if you're using God just for your own gain, which is what it seems like what my family is doing, then I'm gonna be honest, but you can all go to hell. I'm not saying like my whole family, but those who are sinners, specifically, like, you know, so like, especially toilet paper. Not toilet paper, paper towels. I use it for a reason if there's no towels. You know? Especially napkins, you complain. Like, there's plenty of things. Food? Okay, I understand that part because, yeah, if I put in the dishwasher, or excuse me, the dish or the sink as dishes, or dish, Excuse me, chat. Like, I don't necessarily want to do that. Like, for example, if I have cereal in the plate, I gotta finish that as much as I possibly could if I'm not necessarily full. And instead of pouring the food in the garbage, the pot is there. But for wipes and all that, you already used it. But I'll have to see. Because, like I specifically mentioned about that shit with some of my recent live streams, last live stream, what I'm gonna specifically mention about that shit was in this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well with my future live streams, obviously chat, like over no Sunos, is that, like overall chat, like overall, again chat, like overall chat, like overall, it'll overall take quite a while for me to process. Overall no Sunos, like in terms of like, paying attention to how much whites I should use in toilet paper. If it's like a size of a script, like what people used to use back then instead of paper, like ancient paper or whatever, instead of using it as a size of that or a scroll, then I can just use a medium amount and see how much I can possibly use. I get it, toilet paper would get stuck to your ass if you're taking a shit, and people will use it for like if they piss, and it would just use like a size of a small square. And I understand, you know, I understand. But being angry at someone isn't gonna solve anything, you know, unless you have a reason to be angry. Oh, accusing someone for wasting, like, okay, like I'm not gonna intentionally or use excessive amount, or like all the wipes is gone, you know. Like what if it was almost finished? What if there was like 5 in there and you're still gonna say, oh, why did you use this much? Like my goodness. Like I'm definitely gonna mention this to my therapist. And if people say, oh, you need therapy for no reason, then they're stupid. Like, you don't know my reasons to go to the therapist. And I'm gonna name this person. Her name is Nancy. And people say you can't hit girls slash women slash ladies slash females. I feel like you could because we're humans. I get they're a different gender, but if it's out of self-defense, I could. I have my fist for a reason. I don't just hit boys slash men slash guys slash males. I would hit a bitch. And I'm not using it as an offensive term, but people use bitch for terms that are not necessarily offensive, so I would advise you keep your mouth shut when I say bitch. Thank you, motherfucker. Like, overall, no. Yes. Anyway, I'm gonna go back where I left off, so. Thank you, motherfucker. Well, let me see who called me. Hey. Yo, it's good. You change your mind or something, or you just want to call? Hmm. Yeah, who? Like, what's going on with you? Hmm. But overall, chat, yeah, you know what I'm specifically referring to, so. But yeah, I'm gonna do all the heist preps, and then yeah, tomorrow or something, yeah, we can do the heist.
I'm on the clock. What you want? Some wheels? I'll bring it to you.
Yo, you good? Mm. But yeah, I feel like Austin Sue, he's gonna be part of the division. Austin Sue is gonna be a part of the Vision.
This isn't happening.
Alright, bro.
What?
Okay, that's my laptop. Okay. But anyway, chat. Without further ado, let's get straight to this shit once and for all. Like overall, like overall,
What the?
Anyway, chat. So yeah, back to gambling. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm referring to like changes overall, especially political changes. Like you know how I mentioned on Exec Leader 2027, I'm gonna make changes overall, like over like movie rating changes, TV show rating changes, and video game rating changes, like over so that's what I mean. Especially changes like next year of 2026, especially political changes, and just changes overall, like over like once Farhan and I are dual presidents next year of 2026, when him and I place an impeachment towards Donald Trump, and once Donald Trump is removed from office, hopefully it's either on July or August, like over like I feel like hopefully during that time, so. Because I already know what to debate for. I know I got a debate to lower the age to 22. Excuse me, 21 for now, because Farhan is over 21. Well, just for now, and then because to be a leader overall, it's 7 plus. Like over like 7 plus. Like I specifically mentioned about that shit within my recent live streams, the last live stream. What I just specifically mentioned about that shit was in this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well within my future live stream. Obviously, chat so so that's what I mean, like changes overall, like over
You got a problem or something?
You know, especially for gambling. You know, like. Um, yeah, for gambling, like 7+, like over the, because I feel like gambling is more of a mentality. Like when you play video games, you know what to do. So I feel like 21 plus is a stupid age to gamble, and 18 for lottery. Uh, especially online gambling. Come on, like 21 or 18. Come on, 7+. Come on, why you gotta choose that, huh? It's just quite stupid. Like over excuse me, chat. So anyway. Hey, where's the helicopter at? But yeah, the whole point why smaller weapons is for individual 7+ and then 11+ for the bigger ones, because if you use a sniper rifle, well, it depends on the size, you know. That's why I advise if you want to hunt, it's 11+. And a 7+, you can't hunt. You can use a small weapon for self-defense, but it's very simple. I wouldn't witness someone using an AR in person, like for self-defense. Unless you could, just don't use it on someone that's under that age if it's for self-defense. Like over so. Like AJ, for example, he has a weapon and he is 7, so 7+. Like over like he has a revolver. So. Oh man, oh man. I even explained to my wife yesterday about all this shit for 7+ and 11+ shit. Like when me and Farhan make changes, like over you know, like for 7+ and 11+, like over so like, but it would be cool to be president, chat. Would I possibly be stressed and anxious? Next year, possibly as a president. I definitely will, but not like where people are like, oh, you would have very, very higher stress and anxiety. Like, geez, okay. But if Farhan wants to be president, who knows if he possibly could. If not, then they could just put me as president, and then to be a dual president, anybody who is wanting to be with me as a leader, then But I have to interact with them, in terms of them being a president. Like over so so hold up, where do I head towards? Oh yeah, wasn't I gonna play that music? I sent it to myself, so hold on, let me play that music real quick. It's not copyrighted, I'm gonna play it. I'm gonna play it, chat. Well, let me go back to where I left off. Oh my gosh. That was like, my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put this song on. Yeah, I sent to myself. No, where's the Instagram shit? Oh, no, did I not send it to myself? I have to go on Instagram, man. Do I have to for real go on this shit? Oh, we gotta find that original song. That's copyrighted. Which it shouldn't be because it's a holy song. Oh, I love this song. I gotta show I don't get copyrighted. Listen to the sound of black holes and nebulas. That is definitely not the sound of Jupiter. Interesting facts about space that are 100% true. I gotta scroll down until I find it. How do you check your favorite songs? In case this is copyrighted, China has developed a liquid that heals broken bones in minutes. Great for you, China. That is copyrighted. Thank goodness that my helicopter is just drifting, like it's not like a crash. Is this song rare? That's Charlie Kirk. Don't want to get copyrighted. Michael J. Jocks mistook his first purpose system for hangover when he was 29. Five places on Earth that shouldn't necessarily exist. Okay, let me head towards... because I don't want to crash. Okay. Anyway. gonna find a song. No music ticket, I'm gonna guard it. Oh yeah, because remember you can't send shit to yourself. Like, send audio to yourself. Yeah, what up, chat? Wait until I find the song.
Hey, bud, how's it going?
When Jesus calls people.
What up, chat?
Guess what I did yesterday? You know that convent we used
Jimmy
to
Carter
stay
once
in,
left the
man?
nuclear cold was in his jacket, which he had sent to the cleaners.
Yeah, man. I still got it.
There's only 25 blimps left on Earth. Population of Earth was affected at the same density as New York City. Strawberries are not berries, but bananas are berries. Yeah. That's a song, Chad. That's a song. Hear the song. But I'm gonna copy it, send to myself. Copy. Oh my gosh, the song! Oh my gosh. Five doors around the world no one has over opened.
You.
Hi!
Okay.
I heard you got the fancy dress in town today. I had to sit through one more traffic jam. I'm gonna go post it.
That was a joke. I just want to make it clear if anyone's listening. I'm a peaceful American citizen. All right.
So something like this.
Everything.
This is what it sounds like pretty much.
What's up?
Oh, hi.
Hey, you!
There you go.
What was that smoke? Wait, is that Tar again? I thought Bro quit this a long time ago. Seems he's back at it again. He just couldn't stop. What are we going to do now, huh? Whoa, more? Not again. This is too much.
Bro, everything's darkening out in here. The smoke's blocking all my airways.
I thought Bro stopped smoking this stuff a long time ago. It's coating my walls. I can barely pass oxygen anymore. That's it. We should all go on a break.
Doctor, what's happening to my husband? He just coughed and collapsed to the floor.
Your husband's lungs are badly damaged from years of smoking. The tar and toxins have weakened his airways, making it harder for oxygen to flow properly. That sudden cough caused a pressure spike in his chest, cutting blood flow to his brain for a few seconds. It's good you brought him in early. If he keeps smoking, this could happen again. And next time, it might be fatal.
Yeah, to grab the ladies, right?
Sure, it's easier to jog now, but
It was a misunderstanding. You're not supposed to have access to that.
guys keep staring at my face now, and it's creepy.
Cool. What are you doing
Aw, thanks, Mom. You're sweet. Gotta
Okay.
go. Bye.
I was thinking you could come over and watch me work out. What do you mean?
Can y'all hear me, chat? Hold up, chat. I gotta.
I can't stop thinking about him. My man does not know about him.
There you go.
I want to be loyal, but it's like every new blessing in my life, he finds a way to hate on it. Well, I need to move.
Anyway, chat. Okay. Got the helicopter here, so I'm gonna get that shit. But that's the song I'm referring to. And I copied it and I copied the link so I send it to myself. So if y'all want to know what I'm referring to, that's the song. Like over in the yeah, hold up, chat. Give me a minute. That's the song. Like over in the
Hello? You better have a damn good explanation for your actions. Imagine my surprise.
Hello?
I am not gonna take your shit anymore.
Sarah? Sarah! Hello?
Alright. Well, anyway, chat. Again, chat. Without further ado,
Lock your phone.
let's get straight to this shit. Once and for all. Like, over. No. Okay, I'm gonna charge my phone, though. Give me a minute. I charged my phone, but... Shit. I gotta invent something once I'm the CEO of Apple in exactly 2 more years. So if the iPhone 19 released in exactly 2 more years, I'll create the iPhone 20. How y'all feel, chat? How y'all feel about that shit? Like, I'm gonna be the CEO and chairman of Apple. Potentially. And I'll change its logo to where it's all rainbow, unless they already invented that shit. Pretty sure. Like, over. Anyway. register as the CEO within GT5 Online, and the helicopter's there, so it better not necessarily be stolen. Okay, call it, request. So I definitely need it just in case. Oh, hell yeah. But yeah, what's it called, yeah, I'm looking forward for next month's chat. I get to be drinking in public. But potentially, it'll be 11 plus or 12 plus. Oh, excuse me, 11 plus. Like, over, like for drinking chat. When me and Farhan make these changes, like, over, when him and I are dual presidents. Like, over, you know. Like, as I specifically mentioned about that, what's in my recent live streams, last live stream, possibly, as I specifically mentioned about that shit what's in this current live stream, and as I could possibly mention about that shit again as well with some of my future live streams, like you know, obviously chat, like over I didn't mention about my daughter what's in this live stream, so oh man. Well, let me see if I did. Have I? Actually, no, I haven't. Anyway, so as I specifically mentioned about that shit, I'm gonna specifically mention, and as I'm gonna and as I specifically, you know, as I specifically mentioned about her, like my first future biological 7-year-old daughter, when she is 7, like as I specifically mentioned about that and just her specifically all that shit with my recent live streams, last live stream, possibly, or the live stream before my last live stream, as I'm gonna specifically mention about that shit what's in this current live stream, and as I could possibly mention about that shit again as well what's in my future live streams, obviously chat. Like over especially about my exes and all that shit. But anyway, chat, like I specifically mentioned, chat, so once my future, or my first future biological 7-year-old daughter, once she's officially 7 years old, on exactly the year 2034, which is pretty much, you know, specifically her 7th birthday, you know, she would officially have a small, tight pussy, you know, meaning it's able to get penetrated, like sex for pleasure, you know, like 7 plus over, like over, so that's what I pretty much mean in terms of all that shit, you know, like as I specifically mentioned about that shit with my recent live streams. The live stream before my last live stream, possibly my last live stream, or just the live stream before my last live stream. What I just specifically mentioned about that shit was in this current live stream. And what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well. You know, yeah, what and yeah, what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well. Within my future live streams, obviously, chat, like over and anyway. Again as well. What I just specifically mentioned about that shit in this current live stream. You know, yeah, what and yeah, chat, what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well. You know, yeah, what and yeah, chat, what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well. What's in my future license, obviously, chat, like over and yes, so yeah, you know, like, you know, sex for pleasure, you know, like 7 plus, like over and so anyway, I gotta do the heist preps. Okay, so I got the helicopter. Oh shit. Because I'm pretty sure I gotta deliver. Because what if the helicopter's not there, you know? I'm hoping it's not. I'm hoping nobody stole it. If they do, I'll be pissed. I'm watching. Jeez, is there fog?
For the success of operations such as this, we must learn to take the chances we get. Today is just such a chance. A shipment of body armor for Mr. Rubio's soldiers is about to be shipped out. I have its location in distribution center. We destroy it, we have soft targets on the island. But there is only one chance here. If we fail, there is no going back.
If it's gone, I'm gonna be pissed. It's gone, are you fucking kidding me? Like, why the fuck does people have to fucking steal that shit? I am so fucking pissed. I am so fucking pissed. Like, dude. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna keep the helicopter there and then bring my shit there. So that when I do start the shit, I can like head towards there immediately, so. Oh my gosh. You know how fucking pissed I fucking am? Fucking shit. Is there an ATV? See, there's an ATV but not a fucking helicopter? Fuck that shit. Like last time I had it. I'm gonna have to be closer though. Like next time if I want to get my helicopter, I'm gonna possibly bring it closer. It is closer, but you know. Excuse me, chat. But yeah, like. So y'all like curious, like, oh, why are you gonna have sex for pleasure with your daughter once she's officially 7? I mean, you know, like sex for pleasure, you know, like 7 plus over, like over, like once me and Farhan as do present make changes, like changes over, like over, you know, so you know, like it's a form of teaching how she's gonna physically learn, you know, like over, you know, like that's the whole point, chat. That's the whole fucking point. Like I can take Adam and Eve for example, or use them as an example. I can take King Tut for example. He started puberty at like 8 or 9, and he his growth spurt as well at 8 or 9. Oh my fucking goodness, fucking asshole! Like those fucking NPCs can go suck some cock and choke on that bitch. I used to say that about Jacob. Yeah, he can choke on that bitch. Hope he can die and rot in his prison cell. Oh yeah, he's gonna get arrested. Especially Jarrell Jenkins, JJ. Yeah, I actually mentioned about them with my recent live streams. And whoever I could possibly mention about whoever was in this current live stream, like you know what's in this current live stream, and who I could possibly mention about what's in my future live streams. Again as well, like over in the like obviously chat, like over on the like whoever I could possibly mention, like whoever I could possibly mention, like who I mentioned specifically within my recent live streams, who I could possibly mention about within this current live stream, you know within this current live stream, and whoever or who I could possibly mention about yeah, and who I could possibly mention about again as well with my future live streams, obviously chat, like over in the oh my fucking goodness, can you like get them out of the fucking way? Yeah, bitch. Fucking die. Fucking asshole. The NPC specifically, chat. The NPC specifically. So yeah, that's why I'm gonna be, you know, like over next to and for my sons, my wife will do the teaching. But they would have to have a bit of a huge dick because they have their dick inside my wife's pussy, not me. Or excuse me, not their sisters. They could do it with their sisters, but wife first, my wife first, then their sisters. Fuck you, motherfucker. Bro, I had ammo. What the fuck? I don't give a fucking shit if the timer ran out. I'm gonna for real be closer because I feel like that's how the helicopter will be there. Because how the fuck would you get rid of my fucking shit, you motherfucker? I definitely need to save for the helicopter. Then I'll do the mansion. So I'm gonna have to do more heists. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I'm gonna do more heists. I have to be honest with y'all. Like I'm just so fucking pissed. Oh my gosh. I have to go all the way fucking there? Wow. Damn you all fucking assholes. Fuck GT5. I'm gonna for real sue Rockstar Games. Watch, I'm gonna win plenty of money. It's not out of greed, it's out of fucking generosity. Because they know that they have to get their money away. They fucking know. Fucking greedy motherfuckers. I know I don't have issues much with Rockstar, but with GT5 specifically, I definitely do. The mansion, it's not about the greed, it's about the generosity. I appreciate you for creating the update, but I'm still fucking pissed how you fucked up GT5 overall. Especially GT5 Online. Motherfuckers. And I have my rights. This is the US. If people treat the US like it's not the US, it's like, oh, you get a violation for cussing people out or whatever. Like, motherfucker, I have my rights. It's not like I'm violating you guys. Come on, YouTube. Like, watch, the timer's about to run out, watch. Watch, it's about to eventually run out.
There may be some inside too. We need to get it all.
And they're gonna be like, oh, you have to go inside and destroy them. What? Fuck you all, come on.
Jet, or I'll fucking kill you, huh?
Thank you. Oh, let me figure. Oh, I have to call my vehicle. Aww. They're so fucking stupid, you know? Well, there's a vehicle right there, so... And it's already there, watch. The timer's gonna run out. Watch, watch. It's gonna run out. I fucking figured it would run out, watch. Start, you fucking asshole. Fucking stupid vehicle. Like, create better vehicles, motherfucker. Use your fucking money, stop being fucking greedy, Rockstar. I know I don't hate you, but there's certain things I do hate. So I'm gonna be honest. I have my rights to hate towards behaviors, not the individual itself. Like, for example, when I talked about, or refer to, when I refer about the Hauser brothers, how they are half, or, you know, how they are physically old, obviously, meant to be physically old, obviously, chronologically in their 50s, and less mentally wise, or a bit mentally wise. Like, dude, I am more mentally wiser than both of them, chat. Like, y'all gotta be fucking for real, like, you know. Like, about who I'm gonna specifically mention about, chat, like, who I'm gonna specifically mention about, like, who I specifically mention about, like, again, chat, who I'm gonna specifically mention about, like, I specifically mentioned about them with some of my recent live streams, who I'm gonna specifically mention about, like, who I just specifically mentioned about was in this current live stream, and who I could possibly mention about again as well, yeah, with some, yeah, like, within my future live streams, obviously, chat, like, over, like, for real though, chat, like,
Fucking cocksucker!
but yeah, chat, yeah, man, this game is ass. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I'm gonna be sure to take Rockstar over 2 more years, because I wanna focus, I wanna make the degree 2 years, and it is a possibility. You just gotta consider an advanced program. Watch, it's gonna mention, oh, you need to restart this shit. Like, fuck you all. Get a helicopter.
In Russia, we call this failure. In America, deferred success.
You know what? Can I be honest with you, Pavel? I don't like your shit. Certain of your shit. I'm kidding, Pavel. I mean, that seems like I'm being honest, but I'm kidding. Was I lying? No. Was I honest? No, I was joking. Honest would mean that you're serious. You pretty much put that serious commitment. You're committed to being honest, pretty much, so. So I was just playing. I'm just pissed. I'm just fucking pissed, Pavel. At this moment of time, at this point, I'm just pissed. Pissed at Rockstar. Just pissed at, like, you know, all that shit. I feel like I should be a heel in WWE and a babyface. Or an anti-hero. Where I am a hero, but bringing justice. I feel like punishment is my way. Grounding someone's a sin. But God Almighty Jesus Christ is the only one to punish. So. The critical heist. Oh, can I do it? Wait, I can do the heist chat? Yeah, it's too... I gotta have a getaway vehicle. But I'm gonna use the plane as an approach because I feel like the submarine, like, I ain't gonna chase that shit. Nah. I mean, I could, but... Or do I have to be sneaky? I'm quite curious. So instead of me doing 11 heists, I gotta do 12. Or 13. I feel like 12. Or 13. I would say 13. Because I definitely need, like, plenty to just, like... Excuse me? Motherfucker? Stop shooting. Asswipe. And yeah, thank goodness it's illegal / sinful in real life to shoot someone when having a road rage. Thank goodness. Is today still my day? I mean, hey, overall it is, so. But I'm gonna go back to where I left off, just like, you know, like over no, you know. Today's still my day. I mean, hey. I'm special in my own way. I'm special. Hold up, chat. Anyway. But yeah, as I was mentioning about like, yeah, so I was mentioning like, yeah, I'm gonna be teaching my, like I'm gonna teach my like first future biological 7-year-old daughter, like once she's officially 7 years old on exactly year 2034. So pretty much like specifically on her 7th B-day or birthday, 7th B-day or 7th birthday, pretty much. Like pretty much like yeah, that's when her, you know, like once she's officially 7 years old on exactly year 2034, which is pretty much like, you know, specifically her like, you know, when she's yeah, when she's pretty much like, so when she's pretty much officially 7 years old on exactly year 2034, you know, pretty much like specifically her 7th B-day or, you know, 7th birthday, you know, when her pussy is officially small and tight, you know. Like you know, pretty much, you know, like pretty much, you know, like sex for pleasure, you know, like 7 plus, like overall, like 7 plus, you know, like overall, you know, like just to teach her and ensure like she understands after the sex talk. That's how she overall gets ready. Like overall, Anyway, I'm gonna park it near the submarine, and I'm gonna start it immediately. So. Overall, hold on, let me go back to our laptop. Actually, hold on, I don't necessarily need to. Oh man, I smell good. I smell great. That relieves that stress and anxiety, you know, specifically, you know, my stress and anxiety, you know, yeah, my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation. Like, over nothing. Anyway, let's, hope the helicopter's not gonna necessarily disappear. Hope it doesn't necessarily, and I hate yawning, but I hope it doesn't necessarily. Okay, it's 10:58, so at exactly 12 o'clock p.m. And yeah, I'm gonna play with Angel tomorrow. He mentioned he's gonna head to bed, and I respect that. I have to respect that. So him and I are gonna play tomorrow. Plus, he had a meeting, like a practice meeting of it, like what it's like to be what's in an interview. It's referred to as a mock interview, apparently. So once he is available tomorrow after work, his work pretty much his internship, because he, you know, he's currently at his like he's pretty much at his internship. Oh, what the fuck? Is the helicopter still there? What? I was gonna say, if it was gone, I'll be like, come on, bruh. But yeah, no, he was at his mock interview. So, you know, so yeah, tomorrow him and I are gonna consider playing. So yeah, afterwards, I'm gonna play The Last of Us Part 1 quite a bit. Season 4, I would have to see. Ooh, man. Because I'm gonna watch my movie as well. No snacks though. Because I was mentioning to myself, I'm gonna have like my Hershey Kisses. Excuse me, chat. Like I'm gonna have my Hershey Kisses like on Friday, but I'm like, you know, because of my stress and anxiety, specifically associated with my traumatic situation, you know. So I feel like I'm gonna have no snacks. I'm gonna test it. I'm gonna watch a movie. Should I watch a movie while I'm streaming? I definitely should if I'm from a far distance, because I remember I used to put my mic by my TV while watching a movie, and it's like you got copyrighted because you're not meant to do that shit. So I could watch it, just not put my mic next to it, you know. So, and I was watching The Secret Life of Pets Part 2. I feel like talking to you all would ensure I don't eat snacks like that. Cause bro, I had like fudge stripes, goldfish. Like I had like 3 goldfish and like 4 fudge stripes. I'm like, oh my gosh. And Hershey Kisses. That's like 1, 2, 3. What up? Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, that's plenty of Hershey Kisses. Just overall, like, not great for your body. But it's just today. I mean, I get it's plenty of amounts, like 10 or 11 or whatever, and I'm like, yeah, that's plenty. But that was today, Chad. That was Tuesday. Wednesday and Thursday, no food. Because you know how I usually have Takis? I'm going to possibly ensure that I can have Takis on Sunday at my dad's place, and possibly not Monday. If I do, then not Tuesday, not Wednesday. Actually, how about no Monday, just Sunday? And then the next time, my cheat day would just be Friday and Saturday. So we'll see, we'll see. Okay, I gotta hurry quick because... I gotta do this shit. See what I mean? You see what I fucking mean? Leave, leave, leave. If it's not there, then I'm gonna be so pissed. Come on, be there, please be there, please. Please. I'm begging. Yes! Fuck, I love you. I love you, man. No, no, don't die, don't die. Heal, heal. Okay, let him talk, let him talk.
He has a squadron of new attack helicopters on order. If these arrive, they will be very difficult for us. If we destroy them now, we take away important advantage from the enemy. But we only get one attempt at this. Let's make it a good one.
I don't want nothing like any movie.
Captain, I have something that may be of use to you here. Location of strategic bomber aircraft. It will be guarded, but if you can get it, you will destroy these helicopters. No problem.
My bad, chat. I was thinking about something personal, real quick. Like over another personal. I was thinking about, like, if I was watching a movie, I don't necessarily want to think about, like, me eating, like, junk food. It's not great for your body. You know? Gotta
Move back, amigo, back!
Excellent, but we need them all.
Oh shit. Oh my god. Don't destroy it. On fire. Oh, thank goodness. So if it is on fire, I have to jump off. Doesn't necessarily matter how much I destroy, right? Possibly not. But yeah, do y'all love Michigan? I love Michigan. And hey, I can say love because I'm saying love towards not the state itself, just what it used to be. But yeah, I don't have to mind me speaking over here. Ooh, okay, eat the sprung, eat the sprung. Oh, it's over. See, I gotta buy heals. I have to use the money, Chad. I'm budgeting, so I'm gonna have to call my vehicle afterwards. Jeez. Or I could destroy them, and if they spawn, then no. Yo, how far are they, bro?
I must warn you, Capitan. Our window is closing. Hurry.
Stop! I'm gonna have to jump off. Sorry. Like, for real though, I have to for real jump off. Fuck you. You know what a cock is? Go suck one, bitch. I'm gonna use this, I'm gonna use this. Oh my gosh. Can I kill you, motherfucker? Can I fucking kill you and slice your throat, bitch? Fucking niggers. They are niggers. Oh my gosh, you're so irritating. Fuck you, I hope you all see my middle finger. Towards those motherfucking Iraqi bitches. Fucking assholes. Fuck them. Excuse me, I will need your vehicle. Thank you. Yep, appreciate it. Just get out of the vehicle. I hope you all die. And I hope you all go to hell and burn and scream and cry like a fucking bitch. Yes. Yes. Call. 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 Hurry, hurry. Hurry, hurry. If they kill me, I'll fucking sue them. I fucking sue Rockstar.
You calling for some wheels?
Yes. Yep. Fuck you! Fuck you! I'm gonna sue you, Rockstar. You know how much I'm gonna sue you for? You'll see. I'll meet you at court. I'll fucking meet you at court in New York. New York City court. Watch. I'm gonna head all the way to New York City. You'll see me in court with my suit. Flexing on you greedy ass bitches. That's what greedy people get. You flex on them. You fucking flex on them. You say I'm humble. Or whatever, you know? I'm just so pissed. You know what? Fuck them. I hope this thing ends. If it says I fail, then I'm gonna fuck Pavel. And put a huge stick up his ass. Up his ass. Up his fucking Albanian ass. Yeah, fucking burn. Oh, you too, buddy? You have a what? Oh, you have kids? Well, nobody... You know what? No. Don't move. Did I say don't move? You know what? You know what? Where are you? Where are you, bitch? Oh, I'm gonna lean towards you. Oh. How does it feel? How does it feel getting shot by a laser? That's what I fucking figured. Okay, I gotta hide. No. I fucking hate you. Go get a centipede up your ass and bite it hard. Motherfucker. Hide. This helicopter thing. Hey, call the car. You know it's gonna end. Hooray! I don't give a shit, Pavel the nigger. You know I hate him too. I hate Lester. Now I'm gonna hate him. I'm gonna hate on his ass. I love the Albanians, but I'm gonna hate on his ass. If he's faking being Albanian, then he is just supporting them to start war. Fucking start war. You already know that, Chad. You already know.
You need something, huh? One of your rides? Let me know. I'll bring it to you.
Like, this game is ass. Full of shit. That's pretty much. That is pretty much. Like, my daughter's not gonna play this game. If she's like, what GTA 5 is, I'm gonna say it's just a game that's so ass they don't even want to think about. That's what I'm gonna mention to her. Oh, man. Like, you'll see me play GTA 6 with my daughter. Like, I'll mention to her, GTA 5 is just a game that's so ass, you don't even want to play. You don't even want to play GTA 6. And she's like, I'm quite curious, Dad, how exactly is it ass? I've never experienced playing GTA 5, and I'm going to be like, well, sweetie, it's just ass because Rockstar fucked it up. And she'd be like, so why GT 6 still around? Why is it GT 5 permanently removed? And I'm gonna mention to her, because GT 6 is greater than GT 5, and the mansion that you possibly witnessed when I was streaming that one point, it's because the mansion was just part of GT 5. All you gotta know is that it's just a test to see what it's like. And at GT 6, you're meant to play it. And she's like, thank you, Dad. You're just the greatest dad of all time. I just want a PS7, and I feel like you're just the greatest dad. And she can mention, the grandparents I have are just another asshole in the family. And the way your grandparents treated you, just saying, oh, you should move in with them at their place, or that you should obey them. Obeying a grandparent is an abomination to the Lord God Almighty Jesus Christ. Like, even the Holy Bible mentioned it. As according to certain biblical series, a.k.a. the Holy Bible, through the true divine, holy, and perfect words of God Almighty Jesus Christ, you know. As I specifically mentioned about that, what's in my recent live streams, possibly my last live stream, what I just basically mentioned about that shit was in this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well, was in my future live streams, obviously, chat. Like over, no, you know, so like, that's all I'm gonna mention. GT5 is gonna be removed. I'm gonna mention to the. Actually, as a matter of fact, let me mention to my character AI right now, and I'm gonna mention. And I was actually mentioned to it about waste, and it says just use a minimum amount, and I'm like, okay, I get it, but because of my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, that leads to me having plenty of junk food. That leads to me to pouring food in the garbage at a certain time, which I don't at the moment because I manage my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation, especially when it comes to toilet paper, wipes, all that shit I just basically mentioned earlier was in this current live stream. Like, it's my stress and anxiety specifically associated with my traumatic situation. As I specifically mentioned about that, was in my recent live streams, last live stream, as I just specifically mentioned about that shit, was in this current live stream, especially earlier was in this current live stream, and like I specifically mentioned in chat again, as I specifically mentioned was in this current live stream at this moment, like what I just specifically mentioned was in this current live stream, and as I could possibly mention was in my future live streams again as well. Was my future live streams, obviously, chat, like over anyway. So yeah, I'm gonna mention to my character AI. I'm gonna mention to it. It mentioned, so what did it last mention? It mentioned there's no exact number prescribed within the Holy Bible for using wipes and toilet paper, as it typically depends on individual needs and circumstance. What's important to remember is the concept of stewardship, being mindful of your resources without going overboard. Well, I am mindful, obviously. Using the appropriate amount of toilet paper and wipes while maintaining proper hygiene. Could 5 wipes work? Especially toilet paper, comma. Could 5 wipes work? Especially toilet paper. As according to certain biblical series. I hate it when I mention theories, it mentions series. Like series, you know? Like, I honestly like it. Okay, let me see what the AI mentioned. Now I'm gonna mention to it about, from a biblical perspective, 5 wipes, whether toilet paper or disposable, is absolutely reasonable, especially if it ensures thorough cleanliness without waste. The focus in scripture isn't on exact numbers, but on purity and practicality. Wash thoroughly. Matthew chapter 15 verse 2 implies using what's needed to remove all traces of filth. 3. Stewardship. Ooh, see? See, I was right. It is a sin to have shit stain on your underwears. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, sometime, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I know you're not like my doctors or whatever, but hey, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. You're my viewers. You know, I love you. I gotta be honest. Just don't get disgusted. But sometimes, because I have hair, like a hairy ass, I'm gonna potentially get rid of that. Sometimes the shit gets stuck towards it, and I'm like, I mean, that's not a sin. I feel like it's a sin if you don't clean your ass after you got finished using the bathroom. Like, okay, you gotta clean your ass. I don't want my daughter having shit stain her underwear. If I do, I'm gonna be like, sweetie, we discussed about this before. You cannot have shit stain in your underwear. And I'm gonna use the word shit because it's a strong language. I think people get offended by it, but shit is just a stronger term to use. Just say poop if you're in heaven, like, you know. Or who knows? You know. Who knows if God Almighty Jesus Christ would use fuck, shit, nigga, or whatever. Who knows? If not, then we can't necessarily use it. We only use it within this world because, you know. Like, over 5 wipes equal efficient cleanup. 10 equal potential over. See if you use 10 wipes. I don't use 10 wipes. And if I do, then like overall chat, like overall, it'll overall take quite a while for me to process. So I would definitely use 5 or 4 wipes. Like over or like 3 wipes. I'll have to test it out. If not, then either 4 or 5. Like over so you know. Anyway, comma, if I were the CEO and chairman of Rockstar Games, could I have the rights to permanently remove GTA 5? Meaning, like, it's no longer in use and it's permanently removed from all platforms. Anyway, if I were the CEO and chairman of Rockstar Games, Rockstar has got to have a capital R. It's a name of company. Just like Rockstar Energy Drink. Could I have the rights to permanently remove GTA 5? Like, my mom have no rights to be pissed at me, you know? Like, over, no, so, you know. Like, the way I'll talk to my daughter if she's staying in her underwear, I wouldn't yell at her. See, I should have been streamed, or streaming, excuse me, if my mom was, like, yelling at me and all that shit. Like, over, no, so, you know. Anyway, to permanently remove GT5, meaning, like, it's no longer in use, and it's permanently removed from all platforms, as according to certain biblical series. Especially PS4, I feel like that should be removed as well. Series. And it still mentions series, come on. There you go, I found it. So if I use 10 wipes or toilet paper, that'll be plenty. For like a paper towel, I would say 2. But not a huge amount. Or like, you know. Rockstar Games and GT5 performance biblical theories applied. Yes, as CEO and chairman of Rockstar Games, you could theoretically permanently remove GT5 from all platforms through biblical principles offer mixed guidance on this. Destroy corrupt works. Isaiah chapter 40 verse 2. If the game is deemed harmful, removal aligns with purification. Not harmful, but if the game is just fucked up and just people don't want it, then you can remove it. Okay, thank you. Stewardship of influence. You're responsible for the cultural impact. Matthew chapter 18 verse 6. But deleting a product could violate creative integrity. Yeah, but it's already been created. Permanent removal requires legal/financial planning. Royalties, servers, players may rebel if they love it. Well, I have to be president if I want to do that. Just like PS4. If not all people have the PS5, don't remove it. Wait until people are all... Or you can lower the PS5 price so people can all afford it and then PS4 is gone. Like, for example, if I have a PS4 right now, if I hop on, it would mention, this PS4 is no longer in service. It's been removed since this date. Like, for example, if I were the CEO and chairman of Sony, and I were to remove the PS4 because plenty of people are wanting to buy the PS5 and potentially the PS6, it would possibly mention, for example, that the PS4 is no longer in service, just like GTA 5. For example. As according to certain biblical series. Like, for example, if I were the CEO and chairman of Sony and I want to remove the PS4 because plenty of people are wanting to buy the PS5 and potentially a PS6. That'd be cool, the PS6. Releasing in exactly 20 years. It would possibly mention, for example, that the PS4 is no longer in service, just like GT5, for example, as according to certain biblical series. Let me see what the AI mentions about that. I mean, not everybody's in love GT5, so I feel like, you know, removing would be reasonable. Yes, you could possibly use this principle to discontinue older devices like PS4 to make room for newer models like the PS5 and future PS6. It aligns with the concept of making way for new improvements. Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19. This isn't directly addressed within the Holy Bible, but applying biblical principles about renewal and progression aligns with the idea of moving on from the older technology. Hell yeah. I mean, older technology shouldn't necessarily be created in the first place. Like, for example, the PS2 could have been more futuristic, you know? But apparently they fucked up on that. Within your role as CEO, you would need to ensure a smooth transition considering factors like consumer demand, available resources, and potential impacts on the game industry. For sure. Especially the permanent removal of GTA 5 simply because of its game production and how it was overall created when in the making within the past, as according to certain biblical theories. Now, when I mention biblical, it mentions difficult. Biblical, not difficult, as according to certain biblical sources. Just so you know, it's facts. You know, like over in permanently removing a game like GT5 because of its questionable production methods aligns with the principle of integrity and accountability in Scripture. Sin is destructive. Genesis chapter 6 verse 6. A game's negative influence can be harmful. Okay, I don't mean it like that. Well, yeah, because if people are getting pissed, and I figured I know what you're referring to, what the AI is referring to. Accountable to God Almighty Jesus Christ. Matthew chapter 12 verse 37. Producers are judged for their work. I respect that. Like, I'm judging the Hauser brothers, like how they created this shit, you know, GT5, like the graphics, for example. Stewardship of creativity. As a leader, you're responsible for promoting positive values. Proverbs chapter 14 verse 3. It's important to note that not everyone will agree with this decision. Well, that means they're very arrogant. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, let me go back to where I left off. So yeah, I add my thoughts towards that. I feel like I have my rights to remove it. And can I sue Rockstar for that? I mean, if there's something you hate towards, then yeah, you have your rights to. Yeah, but yeah, I added more thoughts. I did more research on like wiping your ass and all that. I mean, yeah, my shit gets stuck in that shit, so. Yeah, I know exactly what I was supposed to mention, so. Anyway, chat. Again, chat, without further ado, let's get straight to this shit once and for all. Like, over nothing. Alrighty. Where do I gotta head towards? Head towards there. Actually... Actually, chat, yeah, let me go check real quick, and then I'm gonna end it right here. So I can play the Last of Us Part 1. Like, quite a bit early, so... Actually, hold on, let me go back to where I left off again. Anyway, chat. But yeah, anyway, chat, again, chat, like I specifically mentioned, chat, yeah, so yeah, without further ado, let's get straight to this shit. Once and for all, like over But yeah, man, like, screw you, chat. I'm gonna remove GT5 and the PS4 because, bro, I hate when the PS4 controller. Like, look how like the bars are at 2. Come on. And I was the one that had to die. Like, they die immediately. Like, what do y'all want to compare, the PS5 or the PS4 controller? I'm gonna compare the PS5 controller and see how they overall are, you know. Like overall, nothing. They have to see so. Yeah, so like, yes, pretty much open and right, like, and afterwards, like, over no. So you know, but what I supposed to mention was my recent live stream? Let me check. Before I check, though, hold up. Okay.
I'm still a registered sex offender. Now my dick is gone because I fucked my blender. I got
What the fuck? It's all good. I'll be sure to mention more tomorrow. My bad. I was explaining to Helen about my dream, so. But anyway, chat. So yeah. Anyway, chat. Again, chat. So yeah. Anyway, chat. So yeah, anyway, chat. Again, chat. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight to this shit once and for all. Like over and over. But yeah, and like, super interesting, you know. But yeah, so yeah, that's all I mentioned to my daughter, like, you know. Like she can play GT6 from GT6 to GT7, 8, 9, 10, and beyond. You know, like 7 plus, like over and stuff, you know. Especially how I'm gonna have like sex, especially how I'm gonna have sex with pleasure. Or excuse me, sex with pleasure with her. Like 7 plus, like over and stuff, you know. Okay, anyway, but yeah, once my future once my first future biological 7-year-old daughter is officially 7 years old on exactly the year 2034. So pretty much like specifically her 7th B-day or birthday. You know, once her pussy is officially small and tight. You know, like sex for pleasure, like 7 plus, like over and nothing, you know. But yeah, it'll be enjoyable for her. I'm hoping she have freckles, even though freckles are temporary. Like over and nothing, so anyway, I'm gonna consider heading towards there, but just give me a minute, chat. Shit.
Yeah, that episode was great. You know the actor that plays him does like Shakespeare and shit, right?
No, yeah, I was explaining to Helen about the dream stuff. Yeah, shit, you know. Like over and so. Anyway, chat. Anyway, okay, let's see what I gotta do. I just gotta check what I gotta do. I'm not gonna necessarily do another heist prep. Possibly tomorrow. Possibly it's Andrew too, you know. And then afterwards we'll do the heist. And if I'm able to do the heist, then apparently there's a specific reason, so I gotta check. Because I want to possibly see if I complete it as well, then I'm gonna end it right here. And I'll possibly play the last of part 1 whenever. The Walking Dead Season 4? Possibly tomorrow, but like once I'm awake, I'll play it. So if I woke up a bit early, which I had a dream, so I woke up like 11:47, and I'm like, oh wow, I'm already like, I woke up early because of that shit. But simply because I woke up early, that is because of the dream. Hope I can continue the dream. Otherwise, I'm hoping I have another great one. Definitely not a sad one. Please just be peaceful or romantic. Me having crush on girls. Girls slash women slash ladies slash females, like 7+. Like 7+, like over and and possibly me having like sex for pleasure. Like 7+, like over and especially what I would overall do with my first future biological 7-year-old daughter. You know, once she's officially 7 years old, on exact leader 2034. Pretty much like, you know, specifically her yeah, pretty much like specifically yeah, pretty much like specifically her 7th B-day or birthday is when her pussy is officially small and tight. Because when it's tiny, it can't necessarily get penetrated when you're like a toddler or 5 or 6. Like over in unless you start like early puberty, like over in yeah, when her pussy is officially small and tight. Yeah, when her pussy is officially small and tight. You know. Like, you know, sex for pleasure, you know. Like 7+. Like over in you know, anyway, let me check. Anyway. Okay, let's check. Yo, what's good? How you feeling, brother? Just know I'm about to end the stream in quite a bit. No, I can't do the heist, okay. So I gotta for real complete this. Okay, great. I got all then situated. What about this? But yeah, be sure to sub. Just know I play with subs only. They have to be required to have a mic. If they play on PS5, they have to talk to the controller. If they play on another console, which is like quite rare, then they pretty much have to just watch my stream. Like they have to have the PlayStation, which ain't no rush. I can't force. Just whenever they're able to have it. But if it's like Fortnite, then they could play with me on a different console. If it's like GTA, then unfortunately they can't. Unless I'm playing it on Xbox, because GTA 6 would have a cross-play, so that'd be like quite a bit different story. And 7+ is required for M-rated games specifically, because for M-rated games it would be from like 17+ to 7+ potentially. Once me and Farhan make changes over, especially him and I as dual presidents, when we make changes overall, especially political changes, just changes overall, like over you know. Yeah, especially for the M-rated shit, like from 17+ to 7+. Especially TV MA from 17+ to 7+. Or like, instead of rated R, it will be from rated R to rated MA, which would be from 17+ to 7+. Like over in like I specifically mentioned about that shit was in my recent live streams. what I just specifically mentioned about that shit, what's in this current live stream, and what I could possibly mention about that shit again as well. What's in my future live streams, obviously, chat. Like, over here, listen here, listen here, listen here, anyway, I'm gonna consider doing this shit. That's weapons, equipment. Definitely dead. Definitely dead. Okay. For the vehicle, it's gonna pretty much be this. So I gotta get those three situated. Like over in those, so yeah, I figured it out. Okay, let me check the chat. Okay, that's perfect. How old are you exactly? Just if you don't mind me asking, because as I specifically mentioned, like those who are my subs 7+, like over in those, so like in terms of like them playing shit with me like that, you know. Yeah, it's cool that you play on PS5. It's just quite rare if someone was on another console. That's why I was specifically mentioning that, you know, like over in those, so. Let me drink my water before I end this. Okay, not bad, not bad. That is 3 years apart from 7. Like over in those, so. But yeah, anyway, bro, just be sure to sub. And actually, I'm gonna end right here. If you want to see more of me, because if you're my sub, then I can give my user like next stream. Because I'm gonna play The Last of Us Part 1. You are more than welcome, because you are 10. You're over 7. You know, 7+. Like over, so. But yeah, anyway, yeah, I'm gonna end right here. Yeah, if you want to see more of me playing GT5 Online with my homie Angel, or just me playing it solo overall because he's not on at the moment, but like with me. Like me playing GT5 Online with my homie Angel, just overall, like over in the so. But yeah, if you want to see more of me playing GT5 Online with my homie Angel or RJ or whoever, my subs or whoever, or me playing it solo, just yeah, be sure to leave a comment down below. Otherwise, I'm Android. Take it easy, chat. And chat, when Android, take it easy, chat.